Hi, my name is Ben, and if you're familiar with this channel, then you know that I'm on a journey to 10K a month of passive income, and I also wanted you to be a part of this journey with me. It makes me so happy to see that this is something that you guys want to be a part of as well. I've been getting tons of suggestions from you all about different ways to make more passive income, and I just wanted to say thank you all for that. And today I wanted to go over one suggestion that I got from Parky. Shout out to you, and thank you for suggesting this, about a crypto exchange called Nexo. Nexo is a crypto platform that allows you to store, invest, and even gain interest on cryptocurrencies. On top of that, you can also take loans out from Nexo to invest in crypto all over again. It's basically a digital bank that specializes in digital assets. But if you're already familiar with the crypto market, you might be thinking that this sounds a lot like Crypto.com, which is a platform that I already use and I've talked about a ton on this channel. And the truth is, there's a lot of similarities between these two platforms, but there's also a lot of differences. They're designed to meet a lot of the same needs and provide many of the same services. And since you guys have been suggesting Nexo to me, I decided to do some digging and see how it compares to Crypto.com. There are a lot of nuances to these platforms, and there are situations where one is better than the other when you read the fine print. But first, if you're new to the channel, I'm Ben. I've made over 6 figures trading crypto and digital assets. If you find this video helpful and a good investment of your time, then please drop a like down below and consider subscribing. Let's find out how Nexo compares to Crypto.com. Let's go. So one of the great things about crypto programs like these is the ability to gain interest on different tokens that you have in digital savings accounts. This is a benefit they give you for holding crypto through their platform, much in the same way a bank will give you interest for holding your money through them. So here on the platform, you can see you can earn up to 20% interest annually, paid out daily. There's 13 billion plus users. These are some of their insured places, 375 million insured. You can earn interest on 24 different cryptos. You can even earn interest on stable coins. You can borrow cash or stable coins to do this. They even have a Nexo card, which is something that we can do a future video on as well and try it out and see how it goes, and many other nice features. So this can be a great way to maximize the benefits of cryptos that you want to hold on to long term instead of trading them. Now, to avoid some of the volatility that can occur in the crypto market and create some stability in their users, platforms like these don't allow every crypto to be held on their platform. Nexo only supports 27 different cryptos on their platform. This is including Nexo's own token and the price stable tokens like USDC or USDT. That is a steep contrast to the 469 cryptos supported on Crypto.com. But don't think that this makes Crypto.com immediately better. This contrast has pros and cons to both platforms. On the one hand, Crypto.com is more likely to have the cryptos that you want to buy and sell. If trends favor a lesser known coin and causes its price to spike, then Crypto.com is the place to make that type of trade. On the other hand, Nexo's limited catalog of supported cryptos gives it a lot more stability in trading than Crypto.com. One of the biggest downsides of trading on Crypto.com is that your trades are made at the conversion rate at the time they're approved, not when you actually make the trade. This means if you swap cryptos on Crypto.com and there's a delay between ordering the swap and having it approved, the conversion rate could change by the time it does get approved. This adds some unpredictability to making swaps on Crypto.com. Now, I think Nexo keeps its catalog of tokens small in order to give its platforms more stability overall. And the way this stability comes through is in its price lock feature. This feature allows you to lock the swap conversion at the rate when you place the orders. That way you don't have to worry about the exchange rate fluctuating and getting a different number of tokens than you expected. By not supporting riskier cryptos, Nexo can take a lot of risk out of their platform and offer services like this. If you're looking for stability when you're trading cryptos, then Nexo could be a good place for you. But that comes with limitations on what tokens you can hold and trade on their platform. But if you're okay with trading and swapping with a little bit more volatility in exchange for having more token options to choose from, then Crypto.com is designed to be more of a space for that. Of course, if you notice the length of this video, you'll know that this is just one point of comparison between these two platforms. We've talked about the available tokens on each one. We haven't really gotten into the real reason to hold crypto on these platforms, the benefits and how they work. Nexo and Crypto.com both have major benefits to get people to use their platforms: the ability to earn interest on your savings and being able to take out crypto-backed loans that you can use to reinvest. Both companies advertise the best possible rates on their platforms, so let's go over those real quick. So both platforms give different interest rates depending on what coins you have in your savings account. Stablecoins have lower risk attached to them and can therefore earn higher interest rates than the more volatile coins. Because of this, the highest possible interest rate on both platforms is obtained by putting stablecoins into your savings. On Nexo, this can give you an annual interest rate of up to 12%. This is already better than any bank I've ever seen, but that's not all. Crypto.com's highest possible interest rate is 14% when you put stablecoins into your savings. Okay, so this doesn't look too good for Nexo so far, but what about the loan rates? Loans were originally what made Nexo stand out among other exchange platforms. Before, there were technical difficulties with assigning crypto-backed loans to their proper owners in the blockchain, and this is a recent innovation in the market. On Nexo, the lowest interest rate on a loan you can have is 6.9% annually, which honestly isn't a bad rate. Some might even say it's nice. But in early 2021, Crypto.com got into the loan business themselves, and not to be outdone, they introduced their own crypto-backed margin loans with annual interest rates as low as 1%. So does that mean Crypto.com objectively has better benefits than Nexo? Is there really no reason to use Nexo at all? Not so fast. This is just like our example with the number of supported cryptos on each platform. At first, it might not sound good for Nexo, but when you start to look closer at the details, you can start to see how these numbers don't give the entire story. And to see what's really going on, we need to dig into each platform's loyalty programs. When Nexo and Crypto.com advertise their highest interest rates or their lowest loan rate, these are from their highest loyalty tiers. The higher up you are on the loyalty tier, the more benefits you can get. For example, on Nexo, the base loan interest rate is 13.9% annually, and it's only in the highest loyalty tier do you get that down to 6.9%. So how do you get those loyalty tiers? Well, here on Nexo, it explains for the base, you need up to 1% of Nexo in your portfolio. That will give you the 13.9%. If you want to get to the silver tier, you need 1 to 5% Nexo in your portfolio, and that will give you 12.9%. If you want to be in the gold, 5 to 10% of Nexo in your portfolio for an 8.9%. And anything above 10% would put you in the highest tier, the platinum tier, where you'd be getting 6.9% for your interest rate. Now, this also will give you other perks as different rates that you would earn. You would earn 4% with the base tier, and it goes up to 5%. Fiat currencies, you can earn up to 6%. Stable coins, you can earn up to 10%. And then Nexo, you'll get 7%. You'll also get a bonus in Nexo by being up in the higher tiers of 0.25%, 1%, and 2% if you're a platinum. Another perk is most exchanges have withdrawal fees every time you withdraw. If you are one of these higher tiers, you get more than one free withdrawal a month. So with just the base, you can get one free crypto withdrawal per month. With silver, you can get 2. With gold, you can get 3. And with platinum, you can get 5. So you won't have to worry about the withdrawal fees, which is a nice perk. So just like holding Crow, you would have to own their Nexo token to get these rewards and get these rates. And you'd have to have it on their platform. And on Crypto.com, they base their loyalty program on the number of Crow you own. To get the best interest rate on your savings account on Crypto.com, you would need to own at least 5,000 Crow on your account. At the time of writing this script, that comes out to $2,550 just invested in Crow. Otherwise, the highest possible interest rate on your savings you can get is 4%. And this is where Nexo stability comes to benefit us again. The highest interest rate you can earn on Nexo savings account without owning any Nexo tokens is 8%. And because the loyalty on Nexo is based on the percentage of my portfolio, then if you have $2,000 on the platform, I would need to invest $200 into Nexo tokens to get an additional rate of up to 12% annually. This means that if I invested the same amount on each platform's local tokens, I would get a far better interest rate on Nexo than Crypto.com until I have around $25,000 or more in my portfolio. This means that Nexo offers so much more benefit to newer investors than Crypto.com. And if we're talking about loans, Nexo has even more to offer for new investors. Nexo works on the same loyalty scale for their loan interest rates, which means that as long as you're approved for the loan, no matter how large it is, the interest rate will always be 6.9% annually. And with the way that Nexo is set up to have an even narrower selection of lower risk coins, it's much easier to invest that loan and make a profit that grows faster than your debt. I would like to emphasize that it's easier to make a profit, but not guaranteed. You should always be careful not to lose on your loan, and you should also be very cautious when you're taking out a loan to invest. It wouldn't be an ideal situation for a lot of people, and so on the channel I want to do this and show you how my experience goes for this. So I'll have future videos of me updating you on how my experience is going with Nexo, so stay tuned for that. Crypto.com has a much more complicated loan system. There are 3 loan rates you can get from Crypto.com, and it's relative to the size of your portfolio. If you borrow a loan equal to 25% of the amount you have in your portfolio, the loan rate will be 2% annually. If you borrow 33% of your portfolio amount, the rate jumps up to 6%. And if your loan equals 50% of your portfolio, the annual interest rate is 8%. So you can see that here. And that's if you own less than 100,000 Crow. If you do own more than 1,000 Crow or 100,000 Crow, then those rates drop to 1%, 4%, and 6%. So in order to get the best loan rates on Crypto.com, you need to own at least 100,000 CRO. And at the time of writing this script, that's $51,000 to reduce the loan rates by 1 or 2% annually. And the lowest possible loan rate can only be achieved if the amount we borrow is less than 25% of our portfolio's value. Crypto.com really does put up as much hurdles as they can to discourage you from taking out larger loans unless you have an incredibly large portfolio. And that's what brings us to our main conclusion. In what situations is it better to use Nexo over Crypto.com? Looking just at the saving interest and loan rates, I would say Nexo is a much better platform for people who are just starting to invest in crypto, or for people with smaller portfolios. The limited number of tokens plus the accessible loyalty benefits makes it easier for people to come onto the platform, trade, learn how the market works, and Crypto.com might be more versatile and have better benefits, but all those benefits have a higher bar of entry and are really for people with larger accounts and more experience. Nexo is a really great platform for new traders. And one of the things that I plan on doing with this is I'm going to take out a loan on Nexo, and then I'm going to use that to buy some other coins on there, or even withdraw that and put it into CRO or a different coin and use that to trade with. And as long as I can make more than 6.9% on that investment in a year, then I will be profitable for it. So this is something that I don't necessarily recommend, and it's not going to be for everyone, but I want to show my own experience so you can watch and kind of experience it with me. So I can see myself using this in the future, and I can also see myself trying out their credit card or debit card. So if that's something that you'd like to see in the future as well, let me know in the comments. So I just want to say thank you guys for suggesting this platform, and I'll make sure to give you guys as many updates as I can on how things go with Nexo. And of course, I still think Crypto.com is an amazing platform. And if you've watched this video so far, you should check out the video where I talk about how I made 150,000 CRO and why my confidence has only grown. Drop a like down below if this video was helpful, and thanks for watching, and remember, as always, keep it in the green.